doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name's Kee and we're doing a slightly different show tonight. We've got no watch along tonight. There's no football on. It's Friday the 13th. There's not really any footy on today. There's not been anything as far as I'm aware. I think the only one has been Spain under-19s versus Denmark under-19s in the under-19s championship. But really other than that, there's not been much footy and that game's already finished now. Spain won it 1-0 in the end. But there's not really been any other footy today. So I thought what we'd do, just to keep the old streak going, is to do a show, a footy transfer rumours show, where let's just talk about, I guess, all the news, all the transfers that we've had, transfer news that's been coming in over the last few weeks, the transfers that we still expect to happen. There's loads that's happened in the last few days, really, that we've not really talked about. You know, Bryan Mbeumo, could he be making a U-turn now? Seemed like he was heading to Manchester United. I was a little bit gutted about that one. As a Liverpool fan, I really like Bryan Mbeumo. He's one of my favourite players. And I'm a little bit gutted that he might be heading to Manchester United. But it seems like now, actually, he might be getting persuaded to go to Spurs. I don't know. He might be getting persuaded to go to Spurs. Jake, how's it going? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm really good. Again, it's not a watch along tonight, so I don't know how it's going to be. This, I have no idea how it's going to be. It might be crap. It might be fantastic. I don't know. I guess we'll see. See, Zach still hasn't gone to Liverpool yet. Listen, there's time yet, sunshine. There's time. It's coming. You're gonna absolutely eat your words on that one. I'm telling you are. Maybe not this summer, but it'll happen soon. It will happen. Right, what do we need to do? Oh yes, Match Bingo. Thank you, big thank you to Match Bingo. Of course, it's not a watch along tonight, but they are sponsoring. So big thank you to Match Bingo for continuing to sponsor Premier League Dad. If you haven't yet gone and checked them out, please go and do so. You can do so by scanning the QR code, which is on screen right now, or by clicking the link in the description. And with that said, let's move on. Let's go and have a little look at the various transfer news that we've got coming in. And also, I've got some other news. We're live on TikTok. We're back on TikTok. We are back on TikTok for tonight. So we can talk about all sorts on TikTok. Yo, good to see you. How's it going? Good to see you, Fish. Right, come on. Jake, are you still banned on TikTok? I was banned on TikTok. Tonight is the first night that I'm actually back on TikTok. I am fully back on TikTok now. I've been banned for the last however long. Is it a week? It is a week, isn't it? It's a week I've been banned. Yeah, a week I've been banned on TikTok. And I'm back. I am fully back now. So, yeah, maybe we'll get some stuff coming in on TikTok. Marco, good to see you, Marco. How's it going? Finners, Matty, good to see you, Matty. Yeah, again, we're not going to be doing a watch along tonight because there's no footy. Friday the 13th, just to keep everyone updated. Tonight is very much about talking about rumours, transfer rumours, different clubs, predictions for the season. It's just a general get together and talking rubbish, same as we always do, really. So in that sense, nothing's different. But we've not actually got a game to distract us. It's just going to be us talking nonsense and enjoying talking nonsense about footy and bantering back and forth. You know, if you've got any predictions that you think that you want to throw out, throw them out. Zombie King, what are you doing? I am doing a transfer show tonight. It's the first time we're trying it. We've been doing footy watch-alongs pretty much every day for the last few months, and there's no footy on tonight. So we are literally just doing a transfer rumours show where we're talking about different transfers that could happen this summer. And yeah, seeing what people think about him. Bryan Mbeumo is the one that seems to be doing the rounds at the moment. Bryan Mbeumo, could he be making a U-turn? Could he end up staying? Could he end up staying at Brentford? Could he end up going to Spurs with Thomas Frank? Following Thomas Frank to Spurs, there's always a chance, isn't there? The most expensive transfer, by the way, the most expensive transfer so far is Matheus Cunha. That is the most expensive transfer across Europe, as far as I'm aware. OP30, isn't the under-21 Euros on tonight? No under-21 Euros on tonight. Absolutely none. The under-21s was last night and it continues tomorrow. It was the Euro under-19s tonight, and there was only one game. Oh no, sorry, there is a game. There is a game kicking off in an hour. Romania under-19s against Montenegro under-19s. which might even be a little bit niche for us, I guess. We could do it. We could do it if people want to switch. I'm happy to. Maybe I could be persuaded. I could be persuaded to start just an absolute. Let's just jump on it. Why not? Let's do Romania and Montenegro. Because it is on. Yeah, it is on. It's on Euro Under 19s Championships. There's the Belarusian league right now. Yeah, again, I think that one might be a touch niche for us. That one. Gio, how's it going, Gio? We're back. We're back on TikTok. I can't say how long we'll be back on there for. But yeah, we got banned for a really silly reason. A really, really silly reason. But yeah, I've been banned for the last week on TikTok. Good, pal, how's you? Yeah, I'm really good, man. I am really, really good. Yeah, enjoying it. Just looking forward to more football over the next few weeks, to be honest. Tonight's just a bit of a mad one because we've not got any footy on, so we're just gonna talk rubbish. And yeah, Mateus Cunha is the most expensive transfer fee that we've transferred that's gone off in the top 5 leagues around Europe. After that, it's Franco Mastantuono from River Plate to Real Madrid, and then it's Charalampos Kostoulas, 18-year-old centre forward from Olympiacos to Brighton. 40 million euros. What do we make of that? 40 million euros. That feels a bit expensive for the young man. Gio, boring life when there's no footy. Well, this is the first time. Yeah, this is the first time. Pedri Lover Club World Cup late night stream. When is the World Cup? Club World Cup only starts on Sunday, doesn't it? Bayern Munich against Auckland. We're doing that one. We're certainly doing that one. And then we're doing the one straight after it, PSG. Against Atletico Madrid. So we're live for both of those. If you go over to YouTube, you can see the full schedule. You can check it all out on there. 1 second. Alfie, next season has the potential to be a very competitive one on all fronts, praying it lives up to it. Do we still think there's a chance that we might get a promoted team staying up? Fish, shave your beard. Listen, I honestly... I wanted to shave my beard, right? So I've lost the charger. I'll level with you. I'll level with you, Fish, right? I lost the charger for it, right? I'll even show it you. I usually have it nice, neatened up and everything, right? I've ordered a new charger for me dubbers, right? And my wife, she won't let me burblade it. She won't let me do that. So she said, "Fine, you look rugged. You look rugged. Go on, you look rugged." I think I look a bit scraggly. I'm with you, mate. I think I look a little bit scraggly. But the charger comes tomorrow. I'll be all neat and tidy again for tomorrow. But for today, I look like I work in CEX, like I've got a neck beard. So I apologise. Believe me, I would neaten it up. But even with a razor, I end up going bare blade, and I look like a 18-year-old. According to the missus, anyway. On what year Brazil top behind you? What year is the Brazil top? I don't know, I don't know what year that is. What year was the Brazil top? I think it was about Brazil blew away. What year would that have been? About 2005, 2006 maybe? Yeah, about 2005-06. Thereabouts. Great news, by the way, as well, for those that were asking. Again, I'm not pushing this, but I'm just letting you know because people have asked. We've got monetized on YouTube. We are monetized on YouTube. I can now accept super chats and memberships and all that good stuff. The channel's grown really, really quickly. I've been monetized in like 6 months, right? Less than 6 months. So we've got monetized super quick on YouTube. It's growing really, really fast. And a massive, massive thank you to all of you for supporting and all that good stuff. I really, really appreciate it. And I know a few of you asked about why can't we do memberships and super chats and whatever. Those will be coming. I have finally today, June the 13th, Friday the 13th, I have got monetized by YouTube. So great news. Great start. Bobby LFC, is Flo signed? Is he signed? No, he's not signed. He's not quite yet. He will be though. He will be. It's all personal terms and everything are agreed. He just needs to do his medical, but he's on holiday. That's the only thing that's held him back. Alexander, what's your favourite type of scran when watching the footy? Curry. Love a good curry. Ash Cash, are you a Chelsea boy? No, I'm not a Chelsea boy. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm a Liverpool fan. Those blue eyes. Thank you. Piercing blue. Maybe that's a good idea. I should wear more blue. Brings out my eyes, allegedly. Liam, are you interested in the Club World Cup? I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Yeah, mate, we're doing all the Club World Cup on YouTube. We're live. We're going to be live every single day with at least 2 games for the Club World Cup. So if you want to go and check out the schedule on YouTube, Premier League Dad, you can go and check it out. Absolutely no problem. Zombie King, can I be a guest? I don't know how I'd make you a guest. I'm not only on TikTok, this is the problem. I'm on like multiple cameras, mate. So and the thing that I would need to make you a guest on is up here. So you'd be live on this, but not on this. I think it'd just end up confusing people. I honestly wouldn't have a problem with it, but I can't make you a guest on everything, so it'd be all a bit higgledy-piggledy. If I was just on TikTok, then yes, no problem. But I am simultaneously live on X, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, and it's on a different camera right now. So I'm really sorry, mate. I'd happily do so, but I can't yet. Alexander, Bayern Munich winning the Club World Cup. Do you think so? Pedro Lover, no. Miami versus Al Ahly. Will you go into AM games? I'm not gonna do Inter Miami and Al Ahly. What time does that kick off? Inter Miami, Al Ahly. What time is that? 1 a.m. I'm not getting up at 1 a.m. and doing that. Nah. Not doing that. No chance. Daz Reynolds, who's England's under-21s playing next? England's under-21s playing next is Germany under-21s, I think. Yeah, Germany under-21s is next. Are you from Merseyside? I am, yes. I'm originally from a place called St Helens, but I've moved around Warrington, Liverpool, worked in Liverpool many years. Was born about 15-20 minutes from Anfield. So, yeah, I've kind of moved around, but I'm originally from St Helens. Real Madrid, who do you think fits Bayern left wing? I think Eze, you know. Yeah, I think Eze. Razine, hiya mate, big news from our club. We've officially paid the release clause of Joan Garcia, and the biggest news is Nico Williams himself told his agent to meet with Deco, and another fact is Yamal's Instagram story. Yeah, Nico Williams is going to be a big mover to Barcelona. That feels like Luis Diaz now is heading to Saudi, I would imagine, which is better for Liverpool, to be honest. We'll get bigger money for Luis Diaz now. Real Madrid, England 21 have such a great squad. They do, but they just can't quite get them. They just can't quite get them working. I guess that's going to be the problem for England. Let me catch you up with all the chat. 1 second. Alfie, I reckon Sunderland and Leeds pick up more home wins than the relegated sides from the season just gone. I'm really concerned about Burnley. I honestly thought Burnley would be one of those that would stay up. Yeah, I thought Burnley would be one of those that would stay up, but now it feels like obviously Scott Parker is being linked heavily with the the Brentford job. Scott Parker being linked with Brentford. Esteve is on about leaving. Egan Riley has already left. James Trafford is on about going to Newcastle potentially. So it feels like they're all getting sort of moved on and dismantled a little bit at Burnley. I'm quite concerned. Yeah, quite concerned. Forgetting Chelsea. What about Chelsea? Yeah, I mean, Chelsea, what is going on with Chelsea? Do we think Enzo Maresca lasts the season? This is a big question, actually. I want to hear this. I want to get your thoughts on this. Who do we think gets sacked first in the Premier League this season? Now, we did this on the channel a few days ago. We talked about which managers do we think don't get sacked. FNO Casuals missed you, pal. And you, mate. Like you wouldn't believe. It's not been the same not talking the Slovakian under 12 second division and all the other nonsense divisions we talk about betting on. But thank you. Yeah, no, it's good to have you back as well, mate. Who do you think are going to get the top 2, Albania or Serbia? Because England are going to go top 1. What in the Nations League? What are you talking about? Which one are we on about here? Are we on about the World Cup qualifying? Or the under-21s? The under-21s, I'd still think it's going to be Germany. Real Madrid, who do you think are going to get the top 2? Albania or Serbia? Because England are going to go top 1. Albania or Serbia? Are we talking about in the 21s? That's not in the 21s, is it? The 21s is... Who did Germany beat last night? You've threw me now. It's Czech Republic and Slovenia, isn't it, in the under-21? So who's Albania and Serbia got to do with? Oh, World Cup qualifying. Oh, I don't know about that one then. World Cup qualifying. I honestly don't know, mate. I really don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. I to be honest, I don't watch the England first team. The England first team is boring to me. Does it not bore you? It does me head in. On Brazil, underrated opinion, my prediction is Atleti are going to win the Club World Cup. And Daz has just said, who do you think will win the Club World Cup? I think there's quite a few that could. It depends who takes it seriously. I've got a feeling about City. I just think City really want to win it. I think Madrid will take it seriously. And for those two, yeah, I think City and Madrid, it's going to be a big tournament for. So I fancy... It almost feels like Man City, they want to prove something as well. So I do. I think City might end up taking it. I'm going to back City to win it. Random videos. I'm so confused. Is the transfer window open, mate? I think it's shut now, isn't it? Isn't it shut until... It opened for a brief time until the Club World Cup started. And now it's closed. And then it opens again towards the end of the month. Is that right? I think that's my understanding of it. It was a special transfer window for the first couple of weeks. Doesn't really make a difference, to be honest, whether the transfer window is open or not. All that means is just when you can register players. You can actually sign players at any time, as the whole Trent Alexander thing proved. Trent Alexander-Arnold signed for Real Madrid in the middle of a season. You know, there were still games going and he'd signed for Real Madrid. So, yeah, it doesn't make any difference at all what time it is. But Kieran, what do you use for real news transfers and not fake ones? There is no such thing, honestly, Kieran, as real news transfers or a source which is better than anyone. Every single source, even the ones like Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano in particular, all of them at different points have knowingly, I think, spread fake news or knowingly pushed rumours that the agents and players and clubs have told them to push to try and influence opinion. I do think that's happened quite a lot. So I don't think there's any, 100% true transfer news source. You just kind of have to look at them and see which one seems to make sense. Like, for example, the one that seems to be making sense at the minute, even though it's going against what everyone is... So the news has just come out. The news has just come out that Bryan Mbeumo wants to talk to Spurs, or that he is interested in signing for Spurs. I don't think he is. I think that's Brentford trying to push Manchester United to up their bid, to increase the offer from Manchester United, because they want 70 million quid for Bryan Mbeumo. They want 70 million quid. Brentford are adamant they're not accepting any less than that. Man United, I think, have offered 50, 55 so far. And now Thomas Frank has just gone to Spurs, so it seems like there's an obvious... Do you know what we'll do? Maybe we'll get that story released and get Man United fans panicking a little bit. So I think that's what we're seeing at the minute. Sometimes it's just gamesmanship to wind people up a little bit. Random videos, you look like Daz Games. Cheers, man. Racine, mate, why are you not doing Club World Cup opening match? The GOAT is playing. Ignore the timing, mate. Next year's World Cup is going to be the same time as well. I can't do the 1 a.m, mate. I've got a little girl. There's no way I can be watching footy at 1 a.m in the morning. So yeah, no chance. Can't do 1 a.m and 4 a.m and then get up and do a 5 p.m and a 7 p.m. That would be insane. So yeah, no chance. Absolutely not. I've done night shifts before, but I can't do night shifts again. That's long behind me. Daz, will there be any English refs in the Club World Cup? I don't think there is. No, I don't think there is. And for good reason, probably, because they're all crap. Let's catch up with the old TikTok chat. 1 second. Alfie, most likely going to be Graham Potter gone first, but an outside shout of Emery. Ashkash, how many Liverpool players do Liverpool ATM? How many English players do Liverpool ATM? I don't know what that means. Real Madrid, Trent learning Spanish in Liverpool is so funny. Yeah, mate, he absolutely mugged us off, didn't he? Trent Alexander-Arnold mugged Liverpool off, for sure. Lanes, are you watching the Romania-Montenegro? I'm not. No, I'm not watching Montenegro. But I could be tempted to. It's what we're more comfortable with on this channel, isn't it? Watch-alongs. This is just a general chit-chat. A general nonsense chit-chat about transfer rumours and stories and all sorts, you know? So maybe we do the Romania-Montenegro game. I don't know. I'm not sure. I am yet to be persuaded. Alfie, do you think Gittins will go to Chelsea? Probably. Chelsea seem to buy up wingers like nobody's business. I think the last thing Chelsea need is a winger. I don't think Gittins is a very good player, to be honest. I don't think he's just another Madueke, and Madueke is shocking. So Madueke, Gittins, these are just poor wingers. I think Chelsea's not going to be improved by signing Gittins. They've got more wingers than I've had hot dinners, which is a lot. So Neto, Mudryk, Madueke, Palmer, Sancho has obviously just gone back, but they did have him last season. Sterling, he now comes back. They've got loads. They've got absolutely loads, haven't they? Tyreek George. There's loads. There's absolutely loads of Chelsea wingers. The last thing they need is another winger. They need to be selling players. Pedri Lover, what national team do you support? What national team do I support? I don't support any. I just watch the footy. I'll watch anyone and anything, but I'm not going to be watching. I don't support a national team. Kieran, the minute Brentford appoints a manager, I can relax with Kieran McKenna. I don't think Kieran McKenna goes to Brentford. I think Brentford. No offence, Kieran, but I think Brentford could do better than Kieran McKenna. I think they need to up their game a little bit. Daz Reynolds, Potter or David Moyes, you say? Oh, to be the first manager sacked. First manager sacked this season. Graham Potter, I think, is a very good shout. I think it might be Regis Lebris. I think Regis Lebris at Sunderland, I think, is one to keep an eye on. Maybe Danny Farker as well. Yeah, neither of them, I think, get a good start. Daz, who's the Chelsea squad for the Club World Cup? I think it's just a full squad. I mean, they've taken about 4 planes over. That's how big the squad is. 1 second. James Ra, that's surprising, man. I thought you would have supported England. No, I honestly, I really don't. I really don't support England at all. I've no interest in supporting England. They do nothing for me. No. Ashkash asked how many English players do you have in Liverpool at the moment? Oh, how many English players do we have? Quite a few, yeah. We've got Kwanzaa, we've got Curtis Jones, we've got Harvey Elliott, who's probably going to move on, to be honest. We've got Joe Gomez, we've got Tyler Morton. He played in the under-21s last night. Who else? I mean, there's quite a few. There's quite a few that certainly qualify for British as well. We've got homegrown Ben Doak and Andy Robertson. Oliver Lingard, do you think Mbeumo goes to Spurs or United? I think he goes to United. Yeah, he's getting offered 5 times his salary at Man United. 5 times his salary at Manchester United. It's insane. I can't understand why he would go to Spurs. Well, I can understand why he would go to Spurs. I think if he was interested in football, he would go to Spurs. Spurs can offer him Champions League football with a manager that he trusts, a manager that's got the best out of him. Manchester United have destroyed players' careers repeatedly over the last 10 years. They've got track records of making good players look bad. And then the players have to leave to become good again. You know, this is the thing. They have destroyed numerous players' careers. So I think he's making a terrible, terrible choice to go to Manchester United. But I do think money talks. He's on 50 grand a week at Brentford. He's going to get offered, or he is offered, 250 grand a week at Man United. He's not getting that at Spurs. So, yeah, that's probably what will take him to Manchester United. And if they do, good luck to him. Good luck to him. Razine, another news, mate. According to Marca, we have turned down Monaco's initial offer for Fati. Ansu Fati, yeah, he's another one who kind of lost his way at Barcelona. Didn't really work out for him at Brighton either, did it? I think Monaco might be a good start for him again, yeah. Random videos, George needs to start playing games week in, week out for Chelsea. Good player. Very, very good player. But feels like they're not going to start him week in, week out. They're probably going to end up loaning him out. Especially if they go out there and pay big money for a Madueke, and they've got eyes on Gittins as well, and they've got Neto, and they've got Cole Palmer, and they've got all these who they drift out. Ollie Allen, do you leave the house, mate? Yeah, occasionally, mate. Yeah, occasionally. Only occasionally. Not all the time, but only occasionally. The one and only, who do you think gets that Sporting striker? I don't know. I honestly don't know who would want him. I don't rate Gyökeres. I don't rate him. Gyökeres is not an absolutely game-changing striker. Manchester United, I am absolutely certain, sign Victor Gyökeres because nobody else wants him. See, nobody else is seriously pushing for Victor Gyökeres. The only team that are is Manchester United. That's it. Nobody else. Nobody else. And for that reason, I think he probably ends up at Man United. And you know what? And as a result of that, United will pay through the nose, but they'll have a front line of probably Gyökeres, Cunha and Burmo, which is a lot better than they have right now. I still think they'll finish maybe mid-table, maybe 9th, upper bottom half or lower middle. You know what I mean? Not incredible, but better than last season. Ben Twist, Farker is gone first for sure, I would say. Real Madrid, Man United are destroying Kobbie Mainoo's career. Man United destroy everyone's career. Yeah, absolutely. Ashkash, who's your best ever Liverpool player? Myself would be Gerrard. Gerrard is up there, but I would say there's quite a few. Van Dijk, Salah, Alisson, Gerrard, Suarez. I honestly think Suarez. Yeah, I love Steven Gerrard, but I think Suarez is the greatest number 9 I've ever seen. I've never seen a better number 9. So, yeah, I would go... I think Zidane is a better central midfielder than Gerrard. I haven't seen any better than Suarez, including Ronaldo. Suarez was unreal. Random videos, I agree, but I just think he's the best winger they have. They do, yeah. I mean, to be honest, they've got so many at Chelsea. They've got so many. I wanted to try and give this whole video some structure because I'm conscious we've been live for like half an hour now and we've not done an awful lot of talking transfer rumours. But we do have to talk through quite a lot of transfer rumours. One of them being, I want to talk about this. There's an article that's come out today, and it's basically the top Championship players that are being chased by Premier League sides. The ones that seem to be doing the rounds, the first one is it's not in any particular order, but the ones that seem to be doing the rounds are Harrison Burrows at Sheffield United. He was really impressive last season at left back. Quite a lot of teams need a left back. Everton being one of them. Everton are looking at Harrison Burrows. I don't think they'd get him for cheap, and Everton haven't got a massive amount of money. So, yeah, Harrison Burrows is one. Jack Rodoni, of course. Rodoni of Coventry City. Another top player. Did really, really well. Apparently being linked with Sunderland at the moment. Do we think he maybe goes there to replace Joe Bellingham? Apparently Coventry want 20 million quid for Rodoni, though. 20 million quid. That doesn't feel fair value to me. Gustavo Hamer, obviously another ex-Coventry, but plays currently for Sheffield United. He's dying to get into the Premier League. He's probably the best player in the Championship on current form, you would say. But do we think someone comes and takes him? Could Sunderland maybe come and put a bid in for Gustavo Hamer? You got Rav Vandenberg. Obviously, his older brother is up in the Premier League already with Brentford, ex-Liverpool. But Rav Vandenberg at Middlesbrough, centre-back, like his brother, could be a good signing for some. Josh Sargent at Norwich, centre-forward. Tom Fellows at West Brom. Tom Fellows is another one at Everton are being linked with. Yeah, Tom Fellows, another one being linked with Everton. Hayden Hackney. Manchester United apparently looking at Hayden Hackney. What do we think to that? Bilal El Khanous. Bilal El Khanous as well. Bilal El Khanous of Leicester City. Adama Donna, Mascherano was quality for Liverpool. Rush and Kenny, my faves. Like it. Yeah, Mascherano was very good, wasn't he? Kieran Baines, wasn't Gyökeres last season he was going to sign for Arsenal? I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, Gyökeres is... He's been linked with everyone. Gyökeres has been linked with absolutely everyone. Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool have even been linked with him. I don't think that means that those clubs are necessarily interested. I think Gyökeres' agent is talking to pretty much every club and saying, this is the guy you need my client, come on, come on, come on. And I am almost certain that every club has said to Victor Gyökeres, you know, we like you, Vic, you know, we like you, but, you know, we're looking at a few other players. You know, Arsenal are looking at Sesko. Liverpool are looking at Alvarez, maybe. Chelsea, Man United are looking at Ekitike. And Gyökeres' agent's kind of looking round and going, hang on a minute. We've been thinking this guy's going to get absolutely loads of offers coming through the door. Flooding through the door. And he can't get him. So I don't really know what's going to happen with Victor Gyökeres, but my gut tells me he's going to end up at Manchester United. Yeah. I do think he ends up at Manchester United eventually. Finn Azaz, another one from the Championship as well. Finn Azaz, Jack Knight at Bristol City, and Matthias Fernandes of Southampton. We just watched Matthias Fernandes from Southampton in the under-21s, the Portugal under-21s the other day. So we did have a little look at Matthias Fernandes in that one. I thought he was really good. I do think he's a competent Premier League player. He should be playing at a higher level than the Championship. It's just whether or not someone can go and do business with Southampton. Chris Headley, Elanga to Newcastle. Yeah, what an absolutely great signing that would be. Newcastle are chasing Elanga as well. That feels like a good signing for them. Ben, how many goals and assists does Wirtz get? I would argue probably 20 to 25 contributions across all competitions. I'd be happy with that. If he got 20 across all competitions, I'd be pretty happy with that in his first season. He's a really, really talented player, but you've also got to remember he's only just turned 22. He's still only young. And the main thing, by the way, is not even that Liverpool, you know, that we get 20. I'd be quite happy if we got 5 or 6 assists out of him and we won the Champions League and the Premier League. You wouldn't give a monkeys, would you? You wouldn't care. So it doesn't matter how many assists they get. It matters entirely about the outcome. The outcome is all that matters. It's the same with Darwin Núñez. Liverpool are winning Premier League titles with Darwin Núñez. I don't understand why you would get rid of him. I honestly think we should keep Darwin Núñez. I am pretty gutted that we're going to sell him. We will sell him. I know we'll sell him. I've come to terms with it. I know that Liverpool are going to sell Darwin Núñez, but I don't believe we should. I think we should keep him. I don't think there's many better centre-forwards on the market right now than Darwin Núñez. I would keep him. Here you go, Ben. Don't agree with you on Núñez. No, I know you don't, mate. I know you don't. You don't like Núñez, do you? There's plenty of Liverpool fans who don't, in fairness, but I really do. I really like Darwin Núñez. I think he's a top player. Daz, where do you think Vardy will end up? That's a great shout. Where do I think Vardy will end up? I think there's rumours about him going to the MLS, and I'm sure his wife would probably like to get away from all the chants that she's a grass. So, yeah, I think Vardy will probably end up in the MLS. Wrexham would have been a good shout for him, wouldn't it? But no, I think the MLS maybe is the place he goes. I do think he could go to Everton and be their best centre-forward. I think he could go to Leeds and maybe be their best centre-forward. Even at 39, he's a very, very competent centre-forward. So I'd be amazed if he didn't go to a club that was, you know, befitting his great career. Daniel, does Wirtz have to leave a better legacy than KDB to justify his price tag? No, not at all. Not really, no. Because the thing is, I think £100 million, which is what we've paid, £100 million is the going rate. It's the going rate for one of the best young players in the world. You know, that's what you have to pay now. £100 million now is £30 million. £30 15, 20 years ago. It's it's inflation. It just is what it is. So it's probably it's a lot less actually. I think than what Man City paid for KDB. What Man City paid for KDB, I think, is maybe more with inflation than Florian Wirtz. Might be about the same actually. Pogba, Man United paid whatever it was, 89 million for Pogba. That's a lot more than Florian Wirtz right now. With inflation, trust me, it's a completely different set of circumstances. But Man United paid a lot more for Pogba than we're paying for Wirtz now. So you've got to look at it like that. I think this is just the going rate for the top player. It's just inflation in the way of the world now. Daniel, how many strikers do you think are better than Darwin Núñez? I think obviously Haaland, Isak. I'm not going to class Mbappe as a centre forward. I'm not going to class Dembele as a centre-forward. So I'm going to just talk about the players who we can say are undeniably centre-forwards. And I think the only ones that are top actual upgrades on Darwin Núñez would be Alvarez, Haaland, Isak. That's probably it. Seriously, that is probably it. Now, I'm not saying... And maybe Harry Kane as well. Now, I'm not saying that Darwin Núñez is, say, for example, better than Robert Lewandowski. What I'm saying is that Robert Lewandowski, as good as he is, I don't think you could put him in this Liverpool side and Liverpool would seamlessly just transition to playing with him. And Liverpool have just won a Premier League title with Darwin Núñez making 40-odd appearances. This isn't a terrible Darwin Núñez. Since Darwin Núñez has come to the club, only Mo Salah has contributed more goals than Darwin Núñez. So I am a little bit gutted that we are selling him. I do think he's a very, very good player. Gyökeres is not better than Darwin Núñez, Jack. Gyökeres is not better than Darwin Núñez. Chris Headley-Eek, best signing of the window so far. I think the best signing of the window so far is... I think Kevin Kelleher to Brentford. Honestly. Kevin Kelleher to Brentford. That's probably going to be up there. I also think Cunha to Man United will prove to be. I hope I'm wrong. Obviously, I'm a Liverpool fan. I hope I'm wrong, but I do think he will prove to be. Ben, you know what? I do like him in Klopp's time. There's no one I defended more. The Núñez memes are so funny, but he's not a bad player. The last 10 minutes at St James's still keeps me up at night. Jack, better 9, scores more. No, he's not. He's not. He scores in the Portuguese league. He's never done it in England. In fact, when he did play in England, he was 24, Victor Gyökeres. When he was playing in England, he was 24. And he was pretty average. He was pretty average. He got the same number of goals as Adam Armstrong did for Southampton last season in the Championship. So, go figure. Like I said, I think Victor Gyökeres is massively, massively overpriced. Massively overpriced. Daniel, Gyökeres is clear of Núñez. I don't think there is much in it, put it that way. If you said to me Liverpool are going to sell Darwin Núñez and sign Victor Gyökeres this summer, I would want to know for absolute certain that we're not going to pay any money on that deal. Like, if we sell Núñez for 60, we're buying Gyökeres for 60, no more. I don't believe there is an upgrade there. I'd be happy to try it out, because I think the relationship between Núñez and Arne Slot has broken down. And that's, that sometimes happens in football. But I do think that Darwin Núñez is a lot better than people give him credit for. And he'll go to another club and he'll do really, really well. Really, really well. I still say he's better than Gyökeres. Adama, Wirtz, Liverpool, best signing so far. In fact, he's going to light this league up. Summer signing history, be Wirtz. Daz, do you keep or sell Jota? Do I keep or sell Jota? I'd like to keep him. I think if Diogo Jota is fit, he's one of the best centre-forwards in the league if he's fit and he's consistently playing. He just so frequently gets injuries. So it's really difficult to judge Diogo Jota. A very good player, though. Didn't have a great season last year, but we know he can do it if he comes off the bench. He won the Merseyside derby for us. He scored some big, big goals. So, Yeah, I do. I still think there's a player in there with Diogo Jota. Daniel, if Gyökeres signs for Arsenal, he scores 2 or even 3 times more goals than Núñez. I don't think so. I don't think so. And again, honestly, Daniel, I don't think that's a sign of a good striker. I know that's a little bit higgledy-piggledy. Let me just phrase it this way. A striker can come into a club, score an absolute hatful of goals, and the club doesn't reach their objective, doesn't reach their goals. Like, the most important thing is the team. Sometimes it can actually be detrimental to have a centre-forward like Gyökeres, and the team is constantly putting everything through them. Like I said, Liverpool won the Champions League. Liverpool won the Premier League this season with Darwin Núñez making over 40 appearances. He barely scored. Finners Matty, is the bar caller to Liverpool rumours true? It's from the Sun. It's from the Sun. It's absolute toilet paper. Don't even pay attention to it, mate. Let's go back to TikTok. 1 second. Maureen, what happened to your other account? What do you mean? What happened to my other account? This is my other account. I've only got this account. Ben, Gyökeres' record is so much better than Núñez in Portugal, no doubt there. Yeah, but also different league. It's changed since then. Porto, Benfica, Sporting, different teams, completely different teams. Jack, I love Núñez' work rate and energy, but as a 9, Gyökeres is a better finisher. He might well be a better finisher, but I think Núñez is all round a better contributor. Like I said, since he's joined Liverpool, only Mo Salah has contributed more goals than Darwin Núñez. He's got more than Gakpo, more than Jota, more than Diaz. The guy is absolutely fantastic. Pure Loyalist, good to see you, Pure Loyalist. How's it going, mate? Sorry not being as active, Key. Just trying to catch you up on other channels, but definitely will be in and out. Always giving a like and a hello. Good man. Always love to have you on, mate. Callum, is there no game today? No game today. There is Romania and Montenegro. Romania and Montenegro is kicking off at 7 o'clock. But I wasn't really that bothered about watching it. We could do it, couldn't we? I guess we could maybe switch off and go to do Romania and Montenegro at 7. I don't know. I'm tempted. I don't know. Maybe we do Romania and Montenegro. English guy with an Argentinian shirt. For fuck's sake. Why? What's up with England? What's up with England and Argentina? What's up with that? Are you from London? No, I'm not from London. No. That guy, Jack, what are your score predictions for PSG versus Seattle Sounders? I'm making a prediction video and I'm stuck. I'd go 4-0. 4-0 PSG. Mikey, would you take Duran on loan? No, he's more of a head case than Darwin Núñez. Real Madrid, who would you take at the striker position if Darwin and Jota stay and Liverpool have not signed a striker? Well, if Darwin and Jota stay, then we don't need to sign a striker. They don't need to sign a striker. Maureen Nolan, the one with loads of followers. That's this one, mate. That is this one. At least this is the one that I've got more followers, the most followers on. On YouTube, I've got like 5K. FM No Casual's got to be careful on here. Disagree with someone, you get banned. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's what happened with me last week. I got a 1 week ban. 9 Ilyas, what's your thoughts on Rio and Gamoa and Trey Neone getting more game time next season? I think they end up going out on loan, to be honest. I don't think they get too much. Pastore, are you from the UK? I am, mate, yes. Steve Bruce, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, should go Brentford. Would you take Ollie Watkins? Not at Liverpool, no. No, he's not a Liverpool signing. For the kick-off, it'd take 60 million quid to get Ollie Watkins out of Villa, wouldn't it? 60, 70 million quid you're talking, maybe 50 at best. But you're still talking a big chunk of change. He's 30. He's 30. 1 second. Kenzie Leo, his accent is very northwest. It is, yes. I'm from St Helens originally. Worked in Liverpool for a very long time. Worked in Manchester. Just a little bit of an all-rounder accent. FM No Casuals, if he wouldn't wear a top because of a war, English people couldn't wear anything. Absolutely. Daniel, do Auckland concede more or less than 10 goals against Bayern? Ooh, I'd say less. I don't think it's going to be that much of a whitewash. Pastore, what do you think about Harvey Elliott? I think he needs game time. Very good player, but I think he needs game time. 9, Ilias, what's your thoughts? Oh, we've already done that one. 1 second. Mate, are you aware that the Faroe Islands top division has a game kicking off at 7:30? No, I haven't. I haven't seen that. I'm debating whether or not to get to do the Romania game. Mikey Twisted, wouldn't have Watkins but rates Darwin? Jesus, mate, listen, I'm not saying I wouldn't have Watkins because he's not a good player. I'm saying he would cost a lot of money to get out of Aston Villa, and that isn't worth it. It isn't worth it for a player who's 30 years old. It's just not worth it. He's past his best. He's only ever going to be a 1 in 2. He's a very decent centre forward. A very, very decent centre forward. I just don't believe that he does what Darwin Núñez does for Liverpool. It's the same as Bobby Firmino. Like, Bobby Firmino didn't score a hatful of goals, but Bobby Firmino was an unbelievable centre forward. Unbelievable. Jack Ryan, Samu. No, Samu is shocking. Samu is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Mikey, now you've explained it, makes sense. Yeah, like I said, it's not to say that one is better than another, but I do think that Darwin Núñez would probably score just as many for Villa as Ollie Watkins. So I think he's an incredibly underrated player. Very underrated. What about Duran on loan? No, I wouldn't have Duran purely because I think he's a bit of a head case and he's not a Liverpool player. He's not a Liverpool player. Mikey, I hope we go for Alvarez. Well, if Núñez goes to Atleti, then we might do. Yeah, we could do, couldn't we? Obviously, you wouldn't take Alvarez. Don't think he'll sign. I think we would take him, and I think he would sign because we've been in negotiations for him before. The problem is that Alvarez is going to be very difficult to get out of Atleti. Yeah. DM Rye, you look like John Arnorisa. Take that. Daz, what do you think of Manchester United? What do I think of Manchester United? They're a little bit all over the place at the moment, aren't they? Right, do you know what? Should we do the Romania game? Should we do Romania against Montenegro? Should we do it? Shall I do him? Let's have a look. I think that's a distinct possibility. We could do it, couldn't we? What is it on? Oh, it's the under-19s. That's a little bit... It's on UEFA.tv. We could watch it, I guess. We could watch it. UEFA TV, under-19s championship. Oh my god. Oh, I don't think you can actually. Yeah, I don't think you can watch it. Here we go, under-19s championship. Live now, Romania, Montenegro. See if I can actually get it. If I can, then I'm game. I am absolutely game to do it. If people want to actually watch it. And we'll still talk rubbish. We'll still talk crap about footy, obviously. We'll just watch the game as well. Why not? Right, can we actually watch it? Oh, we can! We can! Romania under-19s against Montenegro under-19s. Alright, should we do it? Should we end the live and do it? Let's do a spontaneous one, why not? Come on. Let's do a spontaneous one. Right, we're gonna end the live because the big fat summer transfer window show has gone down like a lead balloon. So let's end that. Let's send that to the Let's just forget about that, and we'll do the Romania under-19s against Montenegro under-19s. It's live on UEFA.tv. You can watch along with me right now. We're gonna restart the live. I'll end the live on here. I'll end the live on YouTube and Twitch and X and everywhere else, and we'll restart it in 5 minutes with Romania and Montenegro. Let's do it. Why not? I'll be back in 5 minutes. If you're coming back. Hopefully you do. If you don't want to, see you later. I'll see you on another one, maybe. But if you do want to, come and check me out on YouTube, Premier League Dad, and we'll be live for every other European game, and yeah, we do some mad ones. So yeah, I'll see you all in 5 minutes if you're coming back. Take it easy.